How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Gran Turismo 4 on the arcade mode. I seen a lot of things that are gonna be useful for today, but first let's just start doing a regular race that, it shouldn't be an issue to beat, which is gonna be El Capitan. It's essentially the only... Well, I think it's the only original track that was introduced in this game, right? Yeah, all of the... Well, Motorland... Okay, Test Course and... No, not Test Course. I mean, Beginner and Motorland, I think, also got introduced in this game, but every other one is from previous Gran Turismo. And, well, of course, El Capitan being essentially the flagship track of the game. Oh, damn, the difficulty went back to 0? Come on. So some settings reset, it seems. Well, you can see that the default settings for this thing are racing hard. So yeah, I will keep them unless it's, one of the tracks that I fail over and over again. So there are a lot of things that I seen. First of all, you can actually change the amount of laps if you want to. There is a whole sub-menu in the options menu where you can select many things for arcade mode, and one of those things is the amount of laps. By default is obviously 2. I mean, you can have it in, well, I don't know if any amount, but it can be more than 2 if you want to. Another thing that I also seen is the fact that you can enable penalties, so if you crash against someone else or against a wall, it will give you the same penalty that it will give you in some of the races in simulation mode, right? So that's cool. I mean, I don't really want to enable it, especially because they are the whole penalization, or well, penalty system is not very well done. I mean, the fact that you can crash against someone sideways, well, someone or something sideways, and it won't count is a little bit stupid. Not to mention that the penalties only apply to you, in the sense that if an AI opponent provokes a crash, that penalizes you. It's not like the AI will get penalized. So I don't think enabling those is a good idea for now. But at least the thing with the lap counter is something that I think it will be necessary to tweak for a couple of tracks. At least if my idea is to win with the shower. Obviously, I could pick a slower car, and that ironically will make it a lot easier to win because you have a lot more time to overtake the first place. But yeah, for the time being, the idea is to do everything on 2 laps. So that's the reason why I want to start with this race, with this track, because I know that this track is one of the easy ones. Well, it's not an easy track at all, but since it's a relatively long one, there shouldn't be any problem to win with 2 laps. Not to mention, it's also a standing start. If it was a rolling start, I probably would still be fighting to take the lead, but it isn't. It's a standing start, so no problem there. So yeah, I think that my plan in general is to basically do all the races that I know I should be able to win no matter what. And then leave the ones that might require tweaking for last. That also, by the way, includes Nürburgring. Like, Nürburgring should be a track that I should be able to win easily because of how insanely long it is, Though, honestly, I feel like I should tweak the length of that one to simply make it 1 lap. Like, I feel like for Nürburgring, we can probably make an exception. Well, I could do that with Le Mans as well, Well, I already did 1 Le Mans, but it's the version without chicanes. What a pretty car. Anyways, speaking of pretty car, the the Bentley is not here, but the Audi is here, so I investigated about those cars. Apparently the Audi won Le Mans like 4 years, so it's not just any car, like it's an important car, and Bentley won it once. So I guess them being the ones that are always at the top makes sense. But yeah, it's still pretty interesting. Tokyo should be easy too. Anyways, the point is that yeah, they are kind of meant to be like the best cars in the game aside from the Formula ones, I guess. At the same time though, the Nissan outperforms them, but like that 89 outperforms them. But yeah, on top of that, they are also supposed to be more modern cars since they are from like the early 2000s, while every other car here is from like the late 80s, early 90s. So, you know, theoretically and depending on the track, I guess, the newer ones should be better. Ironically, not in Le Mans, since Le Mans is a track with a lot of straights, and at that point the old cars that clearly go faster because of, you know, less limitation, less safety regulations, right? Ironically, those will be better in Le Mans, I'm assuming. Maybe not, maybe I'm speaking out of my ass, but it just seems logical. Like cars with way more power in their engine. Okay. See that it will be easy to... ah, fuck. This chicane always fucks me up in one way or another, dude. Gotta reset. I say it will be easy, but yeah, I'm not so sure right now. Nah, it's gonna be fine. Just need to go a little bit harder. Just a little bit harder. In fact, I wonder how many of these tracks will be quite beatable by simply doing them in one lap instead of two. Because yeah, Nürburgring and Le Mans are the obvious examples, but like, will this not, like, this one wouldn't be beatable, at least not by me. By someone better than me maybe, but like, yeah, like winning this race in one lap, I don't think I can do it. Well, maybe with medium tires instead of the hard ones. Oh, hold up, actually, well, if I went more aggressively here, I think I will have one. Actually, no, okay. I would have one if it was one lap, yes. But yeah, I guess we're gonna do two. That's how it has to be for now. The hell? Dude! You know that you wouldn't have stopped the car if I wasn't there to stop you, right? You sack of shit. Yeah, you like this? You like when someone does that? Fucking asshole. And they are all pretty close. Like, I know I'm not the fastest on this track, but quite crazy how they don't leave you behind. That corner is hard to do. I mean, I'm still on the same distance I was on the first lap, but I need to also do the final corner properly here. Can I do it? Well, as long as you dive on without shame, it should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. It seems that last corner, the AI does it very slow. Well, you got Tokyo. No surprises here, though. Yeah. Give me those 68. Oh, the Audi actually ended up losing here. And well, I don't know how it will fare. I mean, it's obviously impossible to see these cars in real life duck it out against each other, but I mean, basically the Audi with the rest, because obviously I'm assuming that cars like the Minolta, the Nissan R89 and the Mercedes will race at the same time, but yeah, the Audi and the other ones not so much. But it will be nice to see which one will win and, well, in what circuit. Most likely the old ones will, but again, it depends on the circuit. So speaking of circuit, can go to another one of these. What do we even have? Well, Auto Mini is another one that will probably need more than 2 laps. And the test course. Well, and so probably will the beginner. Okay, I wanna try, though I don't think it's a good idea to try, because it's most likely one that I won't be able to do without changing laps. How many world circuits are left? Well, yeah, these two, no, but, well, Fuji I could do it, I guess. Oh, the other version of Sonoma, yeah, I could do this one. So this version of Sonoma is shorter than the one I already did, right? So theoretically it should be harder. I mean, it's the NASCAR course. I don't know if it's short. Yeah, I think it is shorter. I mean, at least that's what it looked like on the... Yeah, I think it skips a couple of corners. So yeah, it should be shorter. Okay. The Bentley, by the way, is on the lead. So the Audi, since he got last place, wasn't called for this race. Very sad. Okay, well, yeah, that's not where you're supposed to go. The grass is for looking at it, not for... Okay, well, they didn't get the memo. See, for example, here I'm going off track, but at least it's asphalt, so you don't have to worry about it. The grass, I'm afraid you're not gonna have a grip in there. So this is a way shorter version, so it probably will be hard to manage to win them. So one of them knock a cone. See, I'm not the only one that does it. That's too long, Mr. Nissan. I'm very lucky that the only places that you go outside the track are places that don't punish you that much in terms of speed. Okay, the Bentley got overtaken by the Minolta. Okay, no one can do this corner properly, huh? Come on, dudes, what's wrong with you? And they push me because they wouldn't do the corner well, but since I'm trying to do it well, they push me out. Because it's not the path they will take. I have to guess that that's probably because their AI normally uses medium tires. I mean, I wouldn't mind changing to medium, but the game itself defaults too hard. And what I like is basically trying to use as many default options as possible. Well, with the exception of the difficulty, I guess. No, you're not gonna win, Toyota. You won't. This win is for shower. But you did well. Actually, you know, I really wonder how hard these races will be if instead of the Audi and the Bentley starting in first place, it was like the Minolta or like the Nissans. I guess it's always either a Bentley or an Audi. They probably did it on purpose just so it's not that hard, I guess. Yeah, that was cool. Okay, dirt and snow, I could do one of these. Problem is that these races are super hard. I guess the driving is so hard. I could do cham on it. Yeah. These are hard to do. Well, and Chamonix, at least it's a very long track, so have a lot of time, but the issue is that this car is hard to drive. Like, that's the issue. Like, the tracks could be easy or not, but this car is such a torture to drive. At least it has very good acceleration. Already drifting, it didn't even let you. It's what I say, it's very stiff when it feels like it, and then it just loses control. Like, this car is such an asshole. Though I'm seeing that the Lancia is having trouble too. Maybe the physics didn't properly load. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Like the doesn't seem like the fuck, dude. I mean, it doesn't help that there is asphalt combined with the snow. But man, you probably can see my, you know, when I play this on simulation mode, I use like on the last set of races, I think I used the Subaru Impreza. And I didn't struggle this much driving. Like, it's that this Peugeot is super fucked up to drive. And I would drive the Impreza here if it wasn't for the fact that power-wise it's a lot worse than the cars that the AI picks up, which are either this one or the Lancia that it's using right now. Like, I cannot do these corners properly. Or any corner for that matter. Okay, how slow you have to go? Did I really need to go this slow when I was using the Impreza? I don't remember that being the case. I will have to rewatch it. To rewatch my races here. Maybe it's just the fact that since the majority of the races I'm obviously playing them with the Le Mans prototype. Like, maybe I'm just getting way too used to that, and here that I'm supposed to go super slow, it's like, it's hard to make that switch, but I swear that this wasn't that hard in simulation mode. Not hard to drive, I guess. To win it's easier here since you're allowed to do all sorts of maneuvers that will get you penalized in simulation mode. So if your idea is winning, yeah, it's easier, logically. But if your idea is driving, it really feels so unbelievably hard, and I don't know why that's the case. Like, what's making it so much harder than simulation? Maybe it is the car. I don't think that picking the Impreza will give me any benefit, because yeah, I will be able to probably drive more easily, but if I don't have the speed, it's the same as nothing, you know? This thing feels like you have to go in slow motion. And the only reason why I'm in first place is because I'm going so slow that the other guy cannot overtake. Yes, you can rest assured that if we didn't have a hitbox, if like these cars could just go through each other, I would have already been left in the dust very easily. But, or technically in the snow. You get the point. I mean, at the same time, I was gonna say, you can try using another car, but when it comes to rally cars, except for the Suzuki Escudo, this one is supposedly the best one that this game has, in terms of raw power at least. Well, that and the Lancia, sure. I mean, I could have tried the Lancia, but I think that it's too late since I already won 4 races with this. And well, this one will be 5th race if I manage to win it, you know, because we still don't know, I might lose. I mean, look at this guy, he's here, so losing is not off the menu. But yeah, I would prefer not to lose, especially in such a long ass track. I didn't lose. But yeah, well, there's only 2 more, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them is like the long version of that one part in El Capitan, and the other one, what was the other one? I don't remember. Doesn't matter, we will see it when the time comes. So what else do we have? Can do Motegi West, though. Yeah, Motegi East is a longer track, and I needed to switch to medium tires to win. So for this one, I probably will have to switch to. I wanna try once with hard tires, but this most likely will require switching. It's a way shorter track. I don't know if there's gonna be rolling or standing start. I mean, with the way, though, so far all the Motegi ones had rolling start, right? Yeah, it's rolling start. And rolling start for a track like this, dude, come on. Are you out of your mind? Man. Actually, this one, I mean, it's longer than the oval, so it's probably not gonna be as hard to beat as the oval, but I think this is not a matter of using medium tires or not, it's a matter of raising the amount of laps. Like, you cannot win this in... Well, there is a chicane though, can I skip that chicane? You can in fact skip that chicane, yeah. The problem is that even with that, like, it's not enough time, like, there is no way. No. This one will be one of those that I will probably need to increase the amount of laps. I guess I'm not gonna do it otherwise. So, what else do we have? I think I'm kind of running out of tracks that I can actually do under these conditions. Also, you know that there is a track that is not showing up here. It's a track that was also in like a special condition track, like it was considered a special condition track, and I don't see it. Like, it's one that had like very close buildings, right? Like, I don't know why it's not there, because if it was that I needed to still unlock it, it wouldn't say 11 out of 11. And this shit is also rolling start. Notice that this one is also short. The question is how short. Because it looks short on the you know, the overlay. But I feel like it should be fine. Though it is short, like that part is for sure. It's a very short track. I think it's doable mostly because of the straight line. Like, I should be able to gain a lot of speed there, but hard to tell. At least it's the Audi, the one that is on first place, so I shouldn't get outspeed too much, but this distance is not good. It's, yeah, no, 3 seconds is way too much. It ain't happening. Though they are doing some weird stuff in here. What are you all doing? For some reason they got stuck. Did the Audi do something weird? I don't think it will be enough, but no, it won't be enough. With only 2 corners remaining, it's not. Yeah, I try going dive on there, but no. Also, how is it going, Hilm? Yeah, Gran Turismo 4 is nice. Shame I couldn't win that. But it's fine, don't worry about it. This one, yeah, I guess I am running out of tracks that I can do in these settings, that I can win in these settings, so I think it's time to consider at least switching to medium tires. Well, there is, yeah, Nürburgring is left as well. Well, I can do Fuji, this one is gonna be free. Wait, where is it? Here, 2005. And how is it going, Kyle? Yeah, I think that this is probably the last track that I can do with these conditions. I will have to yeah, 0 points. I don't know why it even tells you 0 points. Like, you know, at that point don't show anything. Wouldn't have made any difference anyways. Yeah, don't worry, we will get that one. I mean, that one, if I pick medium tires, I should be able to win without problem. Like, I don't even need to manipulate the amount of laps. Medium tires should be enough to win that one. Okay, don't worry about it. I don't know if Laguna Seca will be doable by switching to medium tires. Something tells me it still wouldn't, but I could be wrong. Maybe it would. I think it should be possible. I mean, it's just that a track that like Laguna Seca with hard tires is very hard. Like, you have so many annoying and, you know, slow corners that hard tires is like you're trying to, I don't know, trying to break a wall with a spoon. I mean, it's doable, but doesn't seem very optimal and will probably take you a very long time. Well, I think some people in some prisons have tried doing that, using a spoon to break a wall. I mean, in that case, it's not like you have a choice. This song sucks. It's fine. El Chapo moment? I don't know. I think that in those cases it wasn't a spoon. It was more like, you know, extortion. I mean, anytime that a drug lord is in prison, the escapes are basically just bribing whoever is responsible of keeping them there. Like, you know, multiple spoons. If that's an euphemism for dollar bills, then yeah, I guess a lot of spoons. Not like they are lacking in that department anyways. Okay, so I think that might have been the last race I can do with these conditions. I will double check, but I don't think any other of the remaining race I can do it without changing something. Did I try? I didn't try Suzuka East actually. I could try. Oh, well, and yeah, I guess Le Mans and Nürburgring, but this one, I mean, differently from Suzuka West, this looks a lot shorter. I'll try. Spoonfuls of magical powder. Well, yeah, that too. That certainly can do wonders. Alright. Oh, but it's a standing start. I think that's what's gonna make the difference. Like, differently from Motegi that has a very similar track to this one, I think the main difference here will be in the fact that yeah, it's a standing start, so everyone is gonna be a lot closer. Yeah, in that case I should be able to win this. The only thing that could prevent me from winning this is a skill issue. But yeah, nothing to do with the game. Just good old skill issue. No, don't... Okay. Skill issue depends, because right there that Bentley took me out. You could also say that that's a skill issue, but I don't know, Mr. Bentley, that wasn't very nice of you. It's fine. We'll get it. This Bentley is, I think, he's hot shit for being a newer model. I'll show you that these old models can still win, you little youngster. The Bentley right now is being quite a cunt. It's fine, he's out. Alright, so wait, speaking of he's out, someone is actually out. Like, someone fucked up in one of the corners. And it's not the Bentley, it's someone else. Alright, well, who cares? That's the real question. My only worry right now is this Audi. Shit. I don't think that's a legal overtake. Like, stepping in the pit lane separation, I think that's very illegal, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, it was the 89, like the Nissan, the one that got absolutely fucked there. Well, too bad for you. Anyways, let's just go to... well, I don't know to what. I could do Le Mans and Nürburgring, but I think that even though I can do them in 2 laps, ideally you will want to reduce them to 1, because... So how many are left? That's also another question, because I mean, if I have enough time to do 2 laps, I could do 2 laps. When I start doing Nürburgring in 2 laps, dude, that's too much. Okay, 2 minutes, so I didn't try this one, actually. I mean, I know for a fact that it's most likely not doable, but we will see. Or if anything, this might require medium tires. I don't think with hard tires. Though, yeah, regardless of the tires, this is a very short track and obviously not intended for these cars, in case there was any doubt. Yeah, we already did the full version of Autumn Ring, but this version, I don't know. You can already tell that when the little balls in the minimap overlay move fast is that it's a very short track. Alright. Not much time to act at all, but I mean 2 laps are 2 laps. Oh, it actually might be enough as it is. I mean, obviously these overtakes are far from being elegant, but it should be doable actually. No need to change tires or anything like that. The hard ones seem like they work well. As I say, not elegant overtakes at all. It works. I guess, you know, looking back now, I think that probably the best way to try to engage with this arcade mode if you want to challenge yourself, well, obviously the highest difficulty, sure, but it's also about, like, if you want to not cheese overtakes like that, you could just try enabling penalties, even though I do think the penalties are badly done and, you know, they are not very fun to play with. As a challenge, I guess you have that. I mean, if you look at it as a challenge rather than a fair deal, I guess it can work out. Okay. I already tried Monaco and I couldn't do it. But yeah, I guess that this means that I will try Monaco with medium tires. I remember that here the Audi was the one that went so far. Like, I finished the first lap and the Audi was 5 seconds ahead, I think. So with medium tires, this should be easier for me. Well, the Audi is still the pole man here. Medium tires should mean that a track like this should be easier. Doesn't mean that I will be able to win, but at least it will be easier to drive through. Keep in mind that this is not the first track that I use medium tires on. The other one that I use them on is in Motegi East, or well, one of the 2 halves of Motegi. Use medium tires there, I guess. Winning that one with hard tires was a little bit too much. So I just use medium tires. And I think that it's a fair change, because even if hard tires is the default option here in arcade mode, for what I understand, the AI in simulation mode uses medium tires. Now you use hard tires if you want to endure more, like it's the best choice for that. Especially since the races that require you to use these cars tend to be long. But yeah, the point is that I'm pretty sure that the AI does use medium, so I don't think that this change is that big of a deal. Not to mention that medium should be the standard in general. I mean, that's what medium is about. It's how being the middle ground, so... That being said, I don't think I'm winning this one either. I mean, it's not 5 seconds this time, but it's still quite far. Like, the Audi seems to just be very superior here. Is what I was saying earlier about the more modern models being able to drive better in a track like this. Like, not in stuff like Le Mans, but here apparently that Audi is outstanding with its performance, since it probably has way better handling and aerodynamics. I'm very close to him though, don't count me out yet. Normally overtaking here is almost impossible, like you wouldn't go for that, but since we are shameless here, we don't mind doing it. Though in Monaco, overtaking kinda doesn't exist. Like the concept of overtaking is very foreign to this track. But regardless, I got it. So nice. I guess Monaco is out. With medium tires, there are many of these that I normally wouldn't be able to do that I should be able. I want to try Laguna Seca as well, but I don't know if Laguna Seca I can do it even with medium. Like, that track is just way too fucked up, dude. But I'll try. Tsukuba, I'm not so sure if medium will do anything, as this track is simply short. With Laguna Seca, at least it's longer, so chances are that medium might help me actually get there. Damn, it really just defaults too hard, dude. Unbelievable. Like, he really wants me to use hard tires. I don't know why, because it's not like the AI will use hard tires no matter what. The AI uses whatever tires you use. If you want to use medium, the AI will use medium. Indeed. So here we have the two modern models, the Audi and the Bentley. Well, and in a track like this, I guess they are also gonna be superior to the old models, since this is a track that rewards, you know, handling way more than speed. In fact, aside from the main straight, you don't really have too many places to show your speed here at all. Here, in fact, should be able to get him quite early. I remember that when I tried to do this with hard tires, I was getting so obliterated. That just tells you how messed up this track is when you are such a... That's fine, that's fine. See, actually nothing happened there. I actually overtook him pretty quickly here. Trying this with hard tires, I remember being painful, especially shit like the corkscrew. Doing that with hard tires is not very... Well, doing the corkscrew with anything is not nice, but especially not with hard tires. Doesn't seem like a good idea. No problem, we got this. I guess the ones that I will truly leave for last are the ones that require you to change the amount of laps, because I think that keeping the lap number in 2 makes the challenge at least a little bit more interesting. It's pretty clear that the Motegi Oval is not gonna be doable. Like, there is no way it is. Okay. Well, at least we can forget about Laguna Seca. That's good. No problem. Yeah. What else? What else? Which other one? Oh yeah, there was also one of like the special condition tracks that usually appears in simulation mode. That is this one. And this one I tried with hard tires and I couldn't keep up with the first place, so... Well, and this is a 1v1. So here it's not like you can do many things. Also, how is it going, Sunshine? Yeah, I'm doing well. How to do a 1v1 against the Sauber Mercedes again, but this time with medium tires. See if that changes the result. I personally think it should. I guess you never know until you see it. It really feels like this, like roundabout corner. Feels like your car is constantly sliding. I fucked that up so badly. Yeah, that should be a reset, but we will see. Just wanna see how close I can get to him. It is definitely not the kind of track that you will bring an LMP to. Definitely not. But neither are like half of them, but that's fine. Seems that I'm not so far, but keep in mind that this is already the end of the first lap, and this is looking exactly like it did on my previous attempt. Very, very bad. No. We'll have to do another attempt, but I wonder if I can, like, this actually has a potential to be a very hard one, because here the amount of laps doesn't matter. Like, by increasing the number of laps, you're not gonna make your odds better. Like, it's simply being able to drive through this track that is very hard. In fact, I'm surprised the Mercedes is doing it so well. I would expect this thing to go a lot slower, but no, doing pretty well. Okay, well, at least by not fumbling the previous corner, I'm a lot closer to him. Well, being on his slipstream always helps. But keep in mind that he doesn't have anyone's slipstream, he's just naturally going that fast, so... Okay. Where do I overtake though? I fucked up. Even trying to, you know, be the typical dive bomb aggressive that you can do in Gran Turismo. This track doesn't really have corners where you can do that well, because they are so narrow. Time to grind that one lap magic Mercedes showdown. Why would I want that? Now, you know that this Mercedes, I actually own it, right? Like, this Mercedes is unlocked by beating the Formula Gran Turismo World Championship. So I actually have this Mercedes, so if I wanted to use it, I could. But I already wanted to make this the shower challenge. So anything that I win will have to be done with the shower and with nothing else. As I say, except for the rally races, obviously. Damn it. Could have done that faster. You can probably even see it through your screen that doing this track with this car is just very frustrating, because obviously you're not allowed to use the power of the car. Like, you're supposed to slow down every couple of seconds. Well, at least I got the lead. And yeah, by actually doing the typical Gran Turismo dive bomb, but don't you worry. Essentially, it kind of feels like you're stuck in traffic, you know? And when you're stuck in traffic, like, you know that you can go faster, but the traffic doesn't let you. But here it's not about traffic, it's about these corners being so messed up, you know? To mention, like, the little pianos that are on the side of the corners are ultra deadly. So that you try to bore them to do the corner faster, and you're gonna end up getting sent flying. Got it. You own it in real life? That would be cool. Shame that if I owned it in real life I wouldn't even be able to use it, because it's obviously not street legal. And there is no racing track nearby, so yeah. Unfortunately, owning it in real life wouldn't be of much use. Unless I want to resell it, I guess. And we can do another one of these. There are only 2 remaining here, right? Yeah. Oh, Tahiti Maze is the other one. I could leave that one for last. Let me do this one. Yeah, want to be done with these rally races as quickly as possible. Yes, honestly, this Peugeot is so dog shit to drive. And this is also a track that combines asphalt. Now you have asphalt in... Well, essentially you have, as I said before, this is a portion of El Capitan, right? So the part with the asphalt is part of the actual track, as you can see. Back on the dirt. Are you able? I don't believe you. Like, I see those... The way this guy is steering, I absolutely cannot do that. Like, I know that these are 2 different cars, but... Like, where is this guy getting the traction from? I can tell you that the shit that I'm using has 0 traction. Like, absolutely non-existent traction. I mean, I know we're in dirt, so I guess mentioning traction is a little bit ridiculous. Hey, don't worry, this is the second to last rally race, so the pain is only gonna appear a little bit more. Oh, that's a pretty cool sound, I gotta say. It's video game logic. Yeah, you could say that, but as I was saying before, I wasn't struggling this much when I was using the Impreza. So I feel like it definitely might have something to do with this particular car. Like, there's something wrong about this car. I don't know what it is. Yeah, there's something inherently wrong about the way this car drives. As I say, this is only the second to last one. So, the problem is that Tahiti Maze is quite a complex track. So, even if it's the last one, the pain will be there, will be significant, without a doubt. Okay, final corner. Got it. Yeah, don't worry, second to last rally race, and we can forget how this Peugeot forever. And we can forget this Peugeot exists. Though, I look at this car, I like the way it looks, but unfortunately it's one car that yeah, it's nothing but pain to drive it. Alright, how many races do we have? I don't think there are that many remaining at all. Essentially have, well, these two, test course and beginner course. I could try beginner course with medium tires. I mean, it's still a very short one, and it's not like medium tires are gonna do magic, but I almost won this with hard tires, so I'm assuming that with medium tires it shouldn't be an issue to beat it. Or maybe it will. I mean, the thing is that this track, I don't think you can beat it without doing some very dirty things, you know? Without doing some very illegal maneuvers. That's the issue. It's fine. Also, that reminds me, the LMPs that are showing up here, are those all of the LMPs that this game has? Or are there some that the game is not using for some reason? No, I think that this, well, Kyle mentioned the Chaparral, but I don't think that's even supposed to be an LMP. And look at this guy pushing me to the pit lane. I will remember that. I will remember that. Mr. Nissan R92. I will remember that. But not like it's gonna be very hard, because the payback, I could give it to you right now. And pretty fitting to start an edgy song at the same time I say that. Indeed. There, revenge. Revenge serve. With an edgy song in the background, couldn't be more perfect. I mean, there's nothing. This is definitely one of those songs that screams teenage angst to me. Without a doubt. Whatever. Point is I win. You know, go for the sniper shot. Yeah, I mean, in a track like this, it's not particularly hard to aim, but yeah. If you want to beat this track, like, yeah, I know that what you just saw is very ugly to do stuff like that and whatnot, but if you want to win this in 2 laps, I don't think there's any other way to do it, and not with these cars. Like, again, maybe with a Miata, sure, but with the LMPs, I don't think it's happening. So, what else do we have? So, these two, I think these are the only 2 tracks in the whole game that I actually need to manipulate the lap counter. I can probably handle every other one, but that one, I guess we can do Le Mans. I could consider decreasing the lap amount to 1, but since for now we do have enough time, I'm just gonna do the full length. Well, full length, I mean, just gonna do it with 2 laps. Since, I mean, I did the version without chicanes and it was free. Like, I got first place on the straight of the first lap. So it shouldn't be a problem to win this one either. But yeah, I guess let's just keep the 2 laps. And I mean, I might even keep the 2 laps at Nürburgring if there is enough time. Because so far it seems that they are very... there is a very little amount of tracks remaining, so I can definitely afford doing some very long races like this ones. Not to mention that, you know, Le Mans, as I said, is the whole point this car set is, so might as well honor it with the default amount of laps. Okay, I gotta remember though that I have hard tires, so don't try to do what you did in the previous races, because it's not gonna work. And I'm not talking about driving dirty, I'm talking about trying to take the corners that aggressively, because it's not gonna work with hard tires. Ironically here, having the modern models like the Bentley and the Audi makes this race even easier than it already is. So the only difference with the other Le Mans is that in this straight you have 2 chicanes, so you don't go fast all the way, you have to stop eventually. You stop around here for the first chicane, and then you have another one afterwards. But it shouldn't be an issue to win at all. But I mean, I'm already gonna get the first place here, and unless I really fuck up, they are not taking it back, I can guarantee you that. I will have to fuck up a lot for them to take it back. And it could happen, obviously it could happen, but kinda doubt it. At least the Minolta took the second place, so technically here I will get pressure a lot more. Yeah, this track, I think that it's just pretty cool to have a track that tests the top speed so much, but also has a lot of, you know, technical corners. I guess that's the reason why it's such a popular track. Feels strange to call a region Le Mans. It's like calling a city here Los Pibes. I don't know what Mans means in this context, but I don't think it means men. I could be wrong, I mean, I don't know French. But yeah. Oh, the Minolta is getting ultra close. Hey, come on, Minolta. And the Minolta really wants the victory, huh? Technically, the Minolta is a newer model than this one by 1 year, isn't it? Like, isn't it from 89? While this one is from 88. Though they are, I'm pretty sure that these two most likely did race on the same, at the same time in history. Unlike the Audi and the Bentley that are like 10 years later. A whole decade. At least they race against each other. Okay. It seems that I do the second half of the track super slow, but that's fine. I mean, here I guess I get enough of an advantage, but hey, it can still be anyone's race, you know? Nothing has been decided. Also, about the lap counter, right? That's, I think, a little bit of a weird thing, that changing the laps is something that is not available when you select the track. Like, why would it be a general option? And more importantly, why would it even be in a menu that is not the arcade one, right? I mean, most people don't even bother to check the options menu. And especially not the people that play this type of modes, you know? Like, arcade mode here is supposed to be a casual mode where you just go in a race without, you know, needing anything else. Like, you just want to do a quick race without much thought put into it, and you do it. So it feels weird to lock the lap counter in the option menu. Like, I think that's one thing where the UI designers definitely failed. They goofed up. It's fine. I mean, when it comes to UI, Gran Turismo was always very eccentric. Not bad, but it's definitely not a standard UI, the ones that you see in the Gran Turismo games. So I guess that's part of the charm. But here the lap counter, I don't think it would have hurt to put it in the arcade mode instead of the options menu, you know? Alright. Well, that was as free as I expected it to be. At least the Minolta tried to fight back, but didn't precisely do a very good job. What's your favorite UI in a game? Well, the problem is that sort of question is hard to answer, because I could be thinking of one UI right now, and then after the stream I could remember another UI that I remember it being better. I don't even know what game I could mention. A game with like a super good UI. I guess it's something that I never thought about. I guess I could just simply think of games that have a good UI in general. Like, I don't know, I think Warframe has a good UI. I mean, it's not extremely good, but I think it fulfills its purpose. Not to mention the thing with the whole planets is pretty cool. You will say Ridge Racer Type 4. Well, that's a very groovy UI. I could try Opera Paris with medium tires. Last time I tried, I think, with hard tires. Actually, maybe I did try this with medium tires and I still got my ass kicked. I don't remember. I feel like, I mean, I do remember trying it and failing, but I don't remember if it was hard or medium. Well, let me try with medium. It is a hard track regardless. Ridge Racer in general. Yeah, I mean, the Ridge Racer UI, for example, I have it very ingrained in my mind, though that's mostly because of nostalgia. It's easier to remember bad UIs than good ones. Yeah, I mean, that's true, because good UIs, if a UI is good, you are not supposed to think about it. Like, because a UI at the end of the day is a tool. So you don't really think out how good a tool that you're using is most of the times. Like, unless you are the one working with the tool. I mean, if you're simply the consumer, like if you're just using it as a way to play the game, like you think of the game itself, you don't think of the UI. And if it's good, yeah, you don't remember it because that's what it's supposed to be. It's good, so it's a seamless experience. You experience the game through the UI, but the one thing that you will remember is the game itself and not the UI. Yeah, I guess you definitely remember things that are unique. Like, for example, the Gran Turismo 4, well, this game, like the simulation mode of this game, like the UI with like the whole map, having the flags and all of that, I think that that's super cool. Like, from the functional standpoint, it's not very optimal at all, but it looks very cool. So that's one thing that I definitely remember from this game. Also probably because of nostalgia, the point is that it does look pretty good. Ah, fuck. Definitely here, even with medium tires, this one seems very messed up. And this is not really a track that you can say it's short. Well, I mean, it's shorter than some other ones, but it's not really a short track. So this one is pure skill issue. Like, I gotta do better than this. I don't know if I can, but I gotta try. Modern Ubisoft titles come to mind, those with objective on the top right always there. At least they should let us disable that. Oh, you're talking about bad UIs. Well, I don't play Ubisoft games, so I wouldn't know. I will not know. I certainly cannot relate them. I completely lost my traction there. I think it's because of the piano. Okay, I'm gonna do one more try, or otherwise I'm leaving this for later even, because right now this is looking a little bit hard, you know? But I mean, I already know that this track is hard, but then okay, yeah, this one will be left for some other time. Damn. That's fucked up. Pretty fucked up. What else do we have? Well, I know we have Nürburgring, but well, the Tsukuba circuit, that's right. I'm pretty sure I already tried medium tires on Tsukuba and I failed. Mostly because it's a short track, but I could apply my secret technique in Tsukuba that I applied to the wet version of Tsukuba, so let me apply it in the normal one if medium tires are not enough. You know, it's a very useful secret technique. Modern Ubisoft titles are bad in general, yeah. I'll say that's a problem with how MMOs are in general, needing to keep a lot of shit on screen. Yeah, I mean, the problem with MMOs is the fact that they have so many shitty ass side quests that have to be on screen at all times. And the problem is not that they are on screen at all times, the problem is that they even exist. I know that it's the only way they have to pad content of the game, but man, side quests in MMOs are so fucking shit, which is pretty much the reason why I don't play MMOs at all. The only exception being Ragnarok Online, but even that is something that I kinda stopped playing a couple months ago, so yeah. Oh, what the hell? Well, that was weird. I mean, I guess being next to that card made me lose control, but like, come on, you can do better than that. Skyrim UI is also shit, it's designed for controllers, so PC players get uber cock. Well, I played Skyrim very little. I didn't like it, so I honestly don't know much about it either. Skyrim, you know, it was a game that when I started playing it, I'm like everyone likes this game so much, and like it's gonna be a before and an after to me and whatever. And no, I ended up hating it. Well, not hating it, but like I immediately knew it was not my game. I immediately knew that a game like Skyrim was not made for me. So I cannot expect to enjoy any Bethesda game, because I'm assuming the majority are like that. I did play Far Cry, I think it's called Blood Dragon, which is like a spin-off of Far Cry 3. It was cool, but mostly because it didn't really take itself... Wait, no, Far Cry is Ubisoft, not Bethesda, my bad. That game was whatever. I mean, it's mostly precisely because it didn't take itself seriously that I didn't mind playing it till the end. But not a game that has any replay value, unfortunately. Well, doesn't have to. That wasn't enough, but that was pretty close. Okay, I can do this. Just give me a couple more attempts and we can do this. Needless bloat and grinding. Yeah, it could be. Remember when I said I was gonna stream? You're about to start? Oh, nice. Now we still going Wasabi. But I hope it goes well. You're not a story type of person? For video games? Hell no. Like, the moment story gets prioritized in video games over gameplays, the moment I start not liking it. Like, story in a video game should never, ever be a priority. Well, the fact that I'm playing this game is kinda... you know... a kind of a proof of that. Well, in fact, if we compile every single stream of Gran Turismo 4 that I done, I'm pretty sure that we will have like an entire month of content. So if I can play a game like this for so long that has zero story, yeah, you can tell how important I think story is for video games. Will this change the outcome this time? I have his slipstream, but need to be able to... yeah. I mean, if I didn't do it aggressively like that, I wouldn't have gotten it. Whew. Nice. I expect a perfect French accent. I think that you're confusing Wasabi with someone else. Wasabi is not French, Wasabi is American. You're probably confusing him with Ravi, I guess. Ravi is French. No, Wasabi is American. They are shit games with good stories, yeah. Like, for example, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, I'm just kidding, okay? Don't pile on me, Metal Gear fans. It's okay. It's okay to like a shit game. No, who say that? I don't know who say that. I'm hearing things. Maybe I should take my meds. But anyways, what's the next race? I think that I really done most of them. Well, yeah, they are the two Motegi ones. And then Nürburgring. Okay, so for World Circuits, I guess that's it for now. We can focus on the other one. So for original... okay. In the test course, really? Tesgor is the only original track I haven't beaten yet. Well, the problem is that I did try this track and I couldn't win, but I'm not sure what strategy I should go for. I mean, this is a track that it only matters on the very last seconds. Everything else is filler. So it's hard to tell exactly what to do. It's fine though. Kojima living rent-free. Yeah, you know that I'm not a fan of Kojima at all, you know? I think that Kojima... I mean... You can say that he did a lot of new things in games and obviously a pioneer, but I think that... At least for the games I enjoy, Kojima did a lot of damage to video games. Like the whole... Well, this since we're talking about story, like the whole focusing on story for a game, it's not like he was the first one to do that, but he essentially popularized that, the idea of games need to tell a story. No, dude, games don't need to tell a story. Well, it's not like he say that, but I mean, it basically inspire other developers to do that, and I wish it didn't. I'm just gonna push the Audi. You don't mind, Audi? You don't mind, yeah, okay, let me just keep pushing you. His later games are convoluted. Yeah, but it's not just about convoluted or not. Like, Metal Gear Solid is a series that always prioritizes story over gameplay. I mean, I tried playing the first Metal Gear Solid game and I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't in the sense that I really disliked the way it played. And the next ones, with the exception of 5, I guess, the next ones are not much different in how it controls, like the top camera with you moving like that and having to essentially shoot without being able what you're even shooting at, without even being able to see what you're shooting at. Pretty sure that that's something that applies to almost all of the Metal Gear Solid games, so I cannot be asked to like something like that. And I don't care how good or bad the story is, because that's the thing to me. I will never judge a game by its story. I can judge if the story is shit or not, of course, but I will never think that a game is good or bad because the story is good or bad. That will never happen. Kojima will probably not enjoy Manzanita or Mario Bros. I don't know. Maybe he would. Then again, Kojima, I'm pretty sure he doesn't really like video games as much as he likes movies, you know? Also, I think I'm gonna lose again. How the fuck do I win this one? I mean, I guess the strategy of pushing is not a good one, but... Okay, I can overtake him here. Problem is that not for long, because I obviously lose the speed before the time comes. No, that's not enough. Yeah, I guess pushing is certainly not the right call. Man, fuck this track, dude. Even in a game that doesn't focus on it, I still have trouble with it. There is an interview on YouTube with Kojima saying Mario was one of his favorite games back then, but nowadays he probably wouldn't play it. Yeah. Understandable. I could try Hong Kong again. Problem is that I also tried Hong Kong with medium tires and I could not win either. Seems like this one will be pretty similar to Opera. Yeah, I seen that, yeah, like a lot of people say that he's a frustrated movie director. But yeah, I mean, I don't like movies. and even less so movies that are like games that try to be movies. But yeah, honestly, with like that sort of thing of focusing on a story in a game, no thank you. That's a great way to start a race. Okay. Promise that I got launched right into the action. I wasn't ready. But yeah, I don't know. This track will be a problem to win, most likely. I'll try, but will be hard. At least you started well now, but yeah, I don't think that I'm winning this one. Though I will feel bad about increasing the amount of laps in a track like this, since this is clearly not a short track, but it's simply way too hard to win. I mean, if it wasn't rolling start, it wouldn't be a problem, but with this gigantic rolling start, it is a problem. Without a doubt. Get out of the way. Fucking Mercedes. Wasn't a good corner at all. That wasn't a good corner either. Yeah, that was very bad. No, this is not gonna happen. In fact, I think I remember the time that like the previous fail attempt that I had here was like, I think at the beginning of the second lap I was already second place. And it didn't work even then, so it's not gonna work here. I mean, he's been on a 4-second gap all this time. Well, I guess both this one and Opera will have to be left for last. I guess this is not something that seems very doable right now. So, well, I could do the final rally race, I guess. So at least we can get rid of rally. Yeah. We don't use the word fun. Like the guy from Naughty Dog. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Uncharted games are pretty fun, you know. I think that the Uncharted game, especially because they are games that have humor as well, so maybe he say that for The Last of Us, which I consider it to be a very shit game. But I'm pretty sure that Uncharted is definitely not a game that is no fun allowed. Especially since it's a game that, you know, it's not really meant to be realistic or anything like that. Well, neither is The Last of Us, I guess. I guess it tries to be more grounded on reality. It's the main head. You know, I know that is the main, but that's the thing. I'm pretty sure he also was the head of the Uncharted games, and the Uncharted games are pretty different in tone than The Last of Us, you know. Also another reason why I absolutely despise The Last of Us. But yeah, I think that, you know, I completely lost control. Man, I fucking hate this car so much. It's fine. You know why it's fine? We can just ride the wall. That's just the way it is. You don't worry about it. Classic Gran Turismo stuff. We don't need to play by the rules. There is no need. There are no rules. The only rule here is winning. That's what I will do. And the fact that this car is even so shit in asphalt is mind-blowing. It really is. Because I understand that they are supposed to be dirt tires and obviously they wouldn't work that well in asphalt as they do in dirt, but I'm pretty sure that with other cars, even though they understeer a lot in asphalt with dirt tires, they could at least not lose control over the slightest movement like this piece of shit does. It's fine, dude. At least I gotta be glad that this is the very last rally race. So after this we can forget about this car completely. Funny thing is that this, well, actually all of the rally tracks, since there is not really the concept of off-track, or rather off-road, I guess, you can ride the wall in any of them. So I guess if your only objective is winning, they are ironically probably the easiest one, since you can clearly take advantage of something that you are not supposed to. Jeez. See, like, that's what I'm talking about. Look at how easily it loses control in asphalt. Alright. The director for those wasn't nailed. Wasn't it? I don't know. I will have to check. Anyways, rally's over. We can say goodbye to rally and to that car. Specifically to that car. Like, that car no longer ties us down. So yeah, these ones are done, but I'm gonna double check just in case, but yeah, they are done. So essentially the remaining ones are Opera, Paris, Hong Kong. There's also this one. I could try this one with medium tires. I think I didn't try it with medium tires, so it should work, maybe. And then after this one, well, original circuits is only the test course that is remaining. So essentially we have Opera, Paris, Hong Kong, the two Motegi tracks, Nürburgring. Yeah. Well, I could do Nürburgring, honestly. Nürburgring is, of those remaining ones, the easiest one. Quite messed up that that's the case, but it is. I probably shouldn't sing victory too quickly, as I mean, Nürburgring is still an extremely fucked up track, you know? So even if it's gonna be easier to win because it's super long and you have more than enough time to do it, it's still something that will still be hard, simply because of the difficulty of the track itself. It seems that this one might also not happen. Like, that Audi is just going way too fast. These guys are getting bottled up by the Bentley. Like, ideally here you will want every car to be on this Audi's ass, but the Bentley is not allowing that. Can I reach him? No, I don't think so. In fact, this is the same situation I had before and it didn't work out. Yeah, unfortunately, even though I'm in his slipstream, it's not enough distance to win. Okay, let's try it again, because I'm pretty sure that with this configuration I can win. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal to win this. I believe. I personally believe. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do believe. I choose to believe. Or maybe you could restart until the Bentley no longer shows up as an opponent. So this attempt is already better than the previous one, so I might just be able to win. We will see. Try to completely corner me like that, Audi. It's not a very nice way to treat your elders. Anyways, I win. Nice. Well, at least another one down. That means that, yeah, it's Opera, Hong Kong, test course, the two Moteis and Nürburgring. So there are 6 tracks remaining. Well, with Nürburgring being the length of like 5 tracks altogether. Yeah. As much as I would like to change this to only 1 lap, I think we do have enough time to do 2 laps of that. And with Motegi, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, these ones most likely will require increasing the amount of laps. Let's just do Nürburgring. I wanted to leave this one for last, but it clearly will not be the hardest track. It will be the longest one though. So remember that this will be like 14 minutes of race, so that's quite long, but it is what it is. We will see how it goes, because I mean, keep in mind that as you can see, it's a rolling start, and anytime that you lose control, like you go to the grass, you are gonna suffer a lot. You're gonna lose so much time that it's not that easy to get back. And also keep in mind that we're using racing hard tires, so doing the corners won't be that smooth at all. I wonder how the opponents will be able to do the corners. But the good thing is that at least being 2 laps, you can mostly take it easy on the overtakes, because you have more than enough time to overtake them all. As long as you don't lose a significant amount of time, you should be mostly fine. Oh, okay, that's... You two Nissans are getting in the way. That was to be expected, I guess. But the two Nissans are now on last place. I will say deserve. Yeah, I don't know why they were going so slow there in the first place. They are not supposed to be slow cars, but... Yeah, as you can see, look at how fast he's going here. Why it was suddenly an exception back then, huh? That was the issue. And by the way, the two modern LMPs are actually on the lead. I kinda expected something like that in a super technical track like Nürburgring, because here it's the handling, the one that will give you the victory. Well, only the modern LMPs remain. They are not even that far. And we can take our time. You could wonder why I didn't take my time with the Nissans, but the thing is that the Nissans were in the way. I mean, I could have used the brakes to stay behind them, but they were essentially doing a blockade. Like, they were conspiring, the two of them, to block. That didn't seem pretty nice. Now here, I will say that the most likely scenario is that I will be able to overtake this. Well, no, actually, I was gonna say I'm gonna overtake this guy when the straight comes, but it's most likely gonna be earlier than that. It was right here. Essentially now it's a matter of survival more than anything. I wonder how much faster he will be able to go than me, because I definitely go faster than him on straights, but on corners he certainly has the advantage, it seems. So I want to see how the gap between us looks at the end of the... well, if I do shit like this, it's gonna look a lot closer than I'm expecting. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's pretty close now. Oh wow, trying to overtake there. This guy is getting pretty aggressive, huh? I also wonder if the other guys, like the older models... Oh, actually the Mercedes overtook. Though I'm pretty sure that the Mercedes overtook simply because I was holding him down. I don't know if he would have done that naturally. Well, maybe he would. It's possible he would have. This part is very satisfying to do properly because it's a very fast section, but it's a fast section that you can very easily, you know, drive off-road, because you're going so fast that it might be hard to keep control. So our distance right now looks like this. I think that 2 seconds, yeah, 2 seconds. So, well, I guess the good question is how much further it's gonna go now when you get to the end of the straight. Well, apparently, I think that that's something that has to do with the game itself. Like, the game does something to the AI that makes them go slower on straights, with the only exception being the test course. Because otherwise, what's the explanation of this guy losing 2 seconds on a straight? And it's not like that's a car that is weaker than the one I'm using. It isn't. So I don't know what's the deal with that. Apparently they really struggle with it. Right. So you know what will be pretty nice? If I can get a perfect track here. And by perfect track I mean a track where I don't go off track. I mean a lap that I don't go off track. I mean, considering that I don't really need to worry about any competitor, I should be able to easily pull it off. Well, not easily, but the thing is that it's doable. Whether it happens or not, it's a different story. But we will see. Maybe it will happen. I will be proud of myself if it happened. Not like it will have been the first time that I do a clean lap on Nürburgring, but doing a clean lap with an LMP is a different story. Not to mention an LMP using hard tires. Oh, that's also another thing I forgot to mention. On the arcade options, aside from being able to change the lap count, you can also decide to activate a tire wear. So at that point the tire choice will matter. I mean, with 2 laps not really, but with more laps obviously it will matter. Yeah, that's fine. Now the question is if well, yeah, I will assume that this lap, if I manage to not go off track, it will without a doubt be faster than the previous one. Like, there it goes. There goes the perfection. I think that no matter what, it will be faster than the previous one because of how well, the first accident that I had with the Nissans. Yeah, unfortunately, the perfection of this lap is now completely ruined. God damn it. Well, and the Mercedes is gaining a little bit of time on me. Just not anything significant to actually threaten my lead, but hey, he's still fighting, you know? That's the second time I go off track. I mean, it's very hard. If these things have medium tires, I guess it will be a lot easier, but with a monster car like this one, trying to not go off track in Nürburgring is very hard. It's fine, don't worry about it. Technically that one wasn't off track, because I had 2 of my tires inside the track, but it depends on the rules. Like, some races consider like being a certain percentage of the car off track to be counted as off track. I think that in the majority of cases off track is only counted when all 4 tires of the car are off track. I guess it depends on the competition and the track, and even more so on the corner. Oh wow, the Mercedes is actually getting close, Am I doing this that slow, really? Man, that's crazy. I mean, it's still gonna lose time on the straight no matter what, so it's not like it matters. I guess it will matter if I manage to get into a very bad accident. No, it's fine. Now we're gonna go into the straight and it's over. I don't even see him. Well, okay, never mind, I do see him now. It's 4 seconds, and at the end of the straight it's gonna be 6 seconds, so no problem. Yeah, this went pretty much as I expected it to go. Oh, oops. Well, still no off track there, so don't worry about it. You know, I got a total of 2 off tracks right in this lap, so it could have been worse. Yeah, got it. Just like that. I think that the only reason why the R89 ended up in last place there is because of the accident that he had with me. Like, otherwise he normally doesn't end that bad, you know, especially not below the newer models. Well, whatever. So that means there's only 5 tracks remaining. So we have the 2 Motegi ones, Opera, Hong Kong, and Test Course. I don't know which one is gonna be less cancerous, honestly. Part of me wants to believe that either Opera or Hong Kong should be beatable, but I don't know. I mean, Test Course theoretically should be the easiest one to beat, but it's also such an annoying ass track. And Motegi in both cases, I feel like without changing the lap count it will be impossible, so I guess I really have to try hardest to, no matter what. I guess something that we can do is, if medium is not enough to win, we can keep going softer. So instead of medium we go soft, and if soft is not good enough, well, super soft. You know, gotta start trying it like that. I guess that this is, well, except for Motegi, that is simply because they are short races. The fact that Opera and Hong Kong are the 2 last tracks actually makes sense. These 2 tracks are very hard in this game. Well, Kyle already warned about Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a hard track. It's a very pretty track, but that doesn't make it any less hard. It's that damn Audi that is still on the lead. Not by a lot, but by a decent amount that I don't know if I can close out. Not to mention so many bumps. Like, you could say that the corners are super close and slow, and that obviously makes them hard, but it's also how bumpy they are. They make you lose control very quickly. I'm not gonna try to overtake here, it's a bad idea. We'll try to overtake here though. I went too far, it's fine, don't worry about it. there are no damages, it's fine. Yeah, that was a little bit of an non-elegant overtake, it's fine. I mean, even if I didn't crash against the wall, I probably would have just dive bombed the Audi anyway, so it wouldn't have been elegant either way. And the Mercedes last place compared to the second place he got at Nürburgring. Well, Opera is out of the way, so I think Hong Kong, actually of the remaining ones, I think that test course is probably more doable than Hong Kong. Because Hong Kong really did not look doable at all. But then I hate this course so much that I think I'd rather try hard Hong Kong. I will. Well, I guess keep in mind, one interesting thing is that I have not I have not paid attention to the reverse version of these tracks, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the reverse versions, obviously. Well, maybe I could do it in the future if I ever want to play something of this game. I guess it could be a nice challenge. Well, at least those that have a reverse version, because pretty sure most of the world circuits don't, because they are not allowed to. Will be illegal. This track is messed up. So you know that I haven't seen the black cars again, so something tells me that when the black cars appeared, it's because that was the period of time where you could purchase them. Because maybe driving in arcade mode actually changes the days in simulation mode. So that means that I missed the gap to purchase them. That's pretty sad. Not like I really care about them, but... And especially after knowing that arcade mode like depends on the unlocks from simulation mode, I don't think that wasting my money on those is a good idea. Maybe better to just buy more unique models rather than like a copy of an original one, right? Been able to get second, but I have a feeling that I already had a situation like this and I couldn't win either. We will see though. It's very close. I sadly fucked up that corner. Yeah, I fucked that up. Oh, but like, that was a butterfly effect. By crashing him earlier, he ended up crashing on that corner. Yeah, that obviously wasn't elegant either, but hey, it worked. So I'll take it. But yeah, was a little bit dumb too. So hey, at least Hong Kong is out of the way, so only test course and the two Motegis remain. I just want to double check though. These are all done. Yes. And these ones are also all done. Okay. Well, I guess I will try test course. Hopefully it goes well. And so far I haven't changed the lap counter. Like, we are still good to go with the lap counter. So that's good. But I don't know for how long I can do that, especially with the Motegis. I mean, the Motegi Ova, like, I think that no matter what, you cannot do anything about it. Though, I have an idea that I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I would be very curious if it did. Which is essentially... well, you will see. It's an idea that is better to be shown than to be told. Also, unfortunately here I already failed to catch the slipstream. I don't know why sometimes that happens, simply don't catch the slipstream at the beginning, so you end up getting left behind. I think that, yeah, as long as you steer to the right fast enough, I guess that you don't have any issues doing that. My issue is, how do you even finish this race? Because obviously when you're out of the slipstream, you completely lose your speed. Wow. Yeah, you really have to try very hard to have an accident in a track like this. It's fine, don't worry about it. We should try again. Thankfully these races are short enough that retrying doesn't feel painful like it could feel in other tracks. Well, in Nürburgring, if I had to retry around the middle of it, it would have been painful. I think I lost the slipstream here. Damn it, dude. Come on, I did the exact same thing as the previous attempt. Why didn't it work this time? God damn it. Why do you gotta be like this? This time I didn't waste a single moment to try to be behind him. It actually worked this time. Okay, try not to get into an accident now. It would be nice. I can just attempt staying on the lead. I don't think that's gonna be very doable. Also, this guy, the Audi, should not be faster than me. Like, looking at the horsepower, this guy should not have like a higher top speed than I do. Why is he doing all those? Is he constantly shifting gears or what? It's a little bit weird. So if that was the final lap, I wouldn't have won at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that... You just have to like attack at the right moment. But I got rid of the Audi. Shame that all of the other ones remain now. Didn't it? Fortunately, this is not the final corner. And the Audi is gonna recover pretty quickly here, without a doubt. Comes at some point at the end, it's kind of like, unless you slow, yeah, I guess you have to slow down a lot to get a little bit more distance so you can get a more decent slipstream, but it's like you have to position yourself so weirdly. That's not enough. I can't believe that test scores will be an actual issue. I always thought this one was gonna be free, but no. I guess not. This is not a matter of changing the lap counter or changing the tire compound. Like, that's not gonna help. Maybe this one will have to be left for last, actually. But I mean, Motegi... Okay, let me try at least the non-oval Motegi, like the Motegi West. This is the only other one remaining. So this one is an extremely short track. I want to try it with medium tires, but I think that this is not a matter of that. Since there is a chicane, I could try doing the classic chicane cutting, at least. But it will still be a little bit messed up. Though the most messed up thing of all is that this shit apparently is worthy of a rolling start. That really is the most mind-blowing thing. It's fine. I think that chicane cutting should make it possible to win, but since it's so short, like the race is over before you're even aware it happened. So like you can chicane cut like that, and obviously the time you win is insane, but is that still enough to win? Like the Audi is still relatively far, you know? I don't think he's at the same distance that the Minolta was. We can try. Oh, it actually did work. If you don't do that, you are not winning this race under this configuration. There is no way. I guess that does work. So hey, that's cool. But yeah, it's the oval. I don't think you can replicate something like this. Like the oval is most likely. Like okay, I had an idea for the oval, though. Before trying that idea, let me simply try with medium tires. It shouldn't change anything. But I just want to check. And if that doesn't work, and it most likely won't, I have another idea. Because this is an oval, so you might think that differently from the other track, there are no ways to cut it. But there are, well, not to cut it, but at least to go faster in an illegal way. There is a way. Just I don't know how effective it's gonna be. Maybe not much. Who knows? Why all the cars start with the tires like doing that little drift at the beginning. Yeah, like trying to do this clean is not gonna work. There is no way to make that happen. So you might think that the only way is to increase the lap counter, but I have another idea. Because yeah, well, in fact, even last place, you're not getting more than last place by just doing this. Pretty messed up. But yeah, let me try the idea that I have. Because with my idea, it's not just that I will be able to save time, but also my opponents should be able to also do slower. Is it gonna work? I don't know. But here, check this out. So instead of using racing hard, you think I might go to super soft, but no, we're gonna go to super hard. So with this, when the AI tries to take the corner, it should do it a lot slower. Should. But I don't need to do it slower. Because I have a plan. Though I don't know how awful it's gonna be to steer with this, because pretty sure that it's not just the second corner, but the first one too, the one that I will need to do something special. Let's see though. Well, at least on the first lap you can do the first corner without any issues, actually. But with this one, actually that's not that much faster. It is faster, yes, but the difference is not really day and night like I was expecting. I guess I did remember it not being day and night, but yeah, I guess this won't be enough either. That's a shame. You know, it's simply not. So this one, I take it that is simply impossible to do without changing the lap counter. With these cars, obviously. Well, though even if you change the lap counter, will that even make that big of a difference? I'm not so sure. Well, I guess in that case, before having to change the lap counter, I want to try hard test scores. Wait, was there another one that says 0? No, only the test scores. Okay. Well, I'll try. But yeah, this one, I don't know. This one, I think it's a matter of luck. Yeah, the 2 ovals for last is quite unexpected to me. I wasn't expecting the 2 ovals to be that hard to win. Because I guess the Motegi one, when it comes to length, it is to be expected. But this one is a long track, so cannot blame length on that one. Have to keep trying. And after all, there is still quite a lot of time to keep going, so I don't see why not. Wow, to the moon. I cannot have a slight interaction with these guys because I get launched. And that makes sense. Like in real life, even worse than that will happen if you enter in contact at that speed. But the difference is that I am the only one that is being launched. Like they don't even flinch, so that's the part that might be a little bit bullshit. It's fine. One, you know that changing it to 3 laps is not gonna make me win. I mean, you already saw that at the end of the second lap I was already I was still in last place. So I don't think that that's gonna work out. In fact, I don't even know if there is a way for me to gain speed. Not to mention that it's also a rolling start, so it being a rolling start does not help. Here apparently there is, like, unless you slow down like this and then you try to build in the momentum to actually overtake them with the slipstream, you are not overtaking them. Like, yeah, here, okay, so I guess that's the strategy. Instead of trying to keep going fast no matter what, the strategy should be to slow down a bit to gain enough momentum. Okay, I can do that. Shouldn't be a problem. At least after this we can fully focus on Motegi. And my idea will be to win Motegi without doing anything weird on the track, like trying not to, you know, ride the wall like I tried doing with the very hard tires. Like, my idea will be winning it clean. Will increasing the amount of laps even allow me to do that? I'm pretty sure that, for example, the only reason why I won the Formula Championship oval race is because of my pit strategy. Well, at least in Gran Turismo 3. In Gran Turismo 4, well, maybe it was also my pit strategy, actually. Right, so this one should work. I probably did it too early, though. Yeah, I think I did it too early, though. Well, okay. That works, I guess. Okay, though he almost catch me back. Alright, well, that's the test course. I'm glad, because honestly, fuck this track. But yeah, that worked. So yeah, I guess to Motegi is the only thing remaining. And Motegi, which... yeah, I need to increase the number of laps. Like, if I don't want to switch car, I gotta do it. Though, one thing that I wanna check, just out of curiosity, is what happens if you use a Formula car, but I don't expect it to be any different. Like, the Formula cars... wait, hold up, I wouldn't go to favorite, I will go here. Like, you actually go all the way to the end of Japan and you see Polyphony Digital, And you can pick actually the color of the formula car. So basically this is the color that I got in simulation mode. But it seems that you can actually unlock the colors randomly in simulation mode. Here you can just pick it freely, which is pretty nice. I can pick this one, for example, looks cool. And the interesting thing here is that there are no 10 difficulties. There is -1, 0, and 1. I don't know exactly why, but it apparently works like that. So, yeah, I guess that like the formula cars might have a specific AI or something. Not sure why my car has less horsepower here. Trying to scam me. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna make any difference. But I just want to double check if with other cars it will make a difference. I mean, I don't think it will make a difference no matter what, because it's still only 2 laps. That's just simply not enough no matter what you do. You know, not even with the formula cars it's enough. So I guess we gotta increase the amount of laps. Oh, I lost control then. I know I was in the apron and it's very easy to lose control there, but then just completely started sliding. Well, here I can technically say that I'm the one that won anyways, because that's my car in simulation mode, the one that is first place, so I won. No, but it's fine. Without increasing the lap count, this is not doable. This is legitimately impossible. Also, here, wait, it say racing medium on that screen, but it say racing hard on this one. So I think that you actually cannot change whatever compound the formula cars have. Alright, so here's the thing. When you go to, well, first of all, I could save, might as well, since it doesn't auto-save in arcade apparently. In options here, you have a whole menu dedicated to arcade, and this is where you can set the number of laps. So you can do from 1 to 50. You can also, as you can say, increase the tire wear, or well, enable the tire wear, have penalties, and also a time limit for some reason. But yeah, point is that here I gotta increase this. I don't know to what amount. Like, let's try 10, for example. Because if I were to do 3 or 4, I don't think it's gonna change anything. And well, maybe with 10 it's also not gonna change anything. But it's worth a try, I guess. Maybe I should do less than that, but it's fine. So I'll remember to set the difficulty back to 10. And the tires I could leave the hard ones, since I'm already giving myself quite an advantage with 10 laps. But I don't know, I really don't know how much of an advantage this truly is. Or how to find out. And if this is not enough, then I legitimately wouldn't know what to do. Because decreasing the difficulty is not an option. If I don't win at maximum difficulty, I'm not satisfied. I don't know, it looks iffy. Like, to be able to win this. Remember the 4 seconds that guy is ahead. And let's see if we can bring it down or not. I mean, bring down the difference. Not bring him down, but bring down the gap between us. So 4 seconds, and what's next? Okay, that's a little bit less, but considering that we only have 10 laps, I don't know if it's really a good amount. Yeah, seems that I only gain time here. I guess I could also change the tire compound to medium, but I guess him not being closer is not my only worry. I guess my other worry is the fact that the other cars are also kinda going far. That's not good at all. I mean, that's the issue because he actually will lose the lead here. So I'm no longer chasing the Audi, I'm chasing the Nissan, I think. And that guy will probably get a lot further. This other corner wasn't that bad. Pretty sure that it's still illegal to go down the apron here, but whatever. It's at least a little bit more elegant than crashing against the wall. Now the thing is that if I do catch one of these guys slipstream, it should be a lot easier to do this. Like my speed will actually be faster. Because yeah, I mean I wasn't able to catch the slipstream before. Promise that now I no longer have slipstream. The Audi was fully overtaken by the two Nissan. The two Nissan are here on the lead. The one that is on the lead right now is the R92, the newer model. And the lap count is going down quite a lot. Like it should be enough, but it's a very small amount of laps remaining. So I guess one thing I didn't try is what would have happened if I picked super soft tires. So with super soft tires you will probably be able to take this corner at full speed. I don't know if that really will help my case or not, probably not. If I cannot get into this guy's slipstream by the next lap, I won't win. Yeah, the next lap, that is the final one. So these guys are also annoying each other, so that can give me some time too. Unfortunately, I don't... Oh, no, I mean, he'll slipstream here, right? I don't think that's enough to win regardless. Maybe enough to get second at least. Very close, but not enough. Well, if I do a little bit better, I should be able to win. I can try, I guess. I mean, why not? But why not? I mean, I want to win this, so I have to try again. Yeah, that was very close, so I guess that I kinda nailed it with 10 laps. Seems to be the perfect amount to win just in time. I think that in the Formula World Championship here, in this game, you have 121 laps for this one. I think that you needed to pit in every 11 laps or something like that. Was a little bit weird, but I think it worked like that. The hardest thing here at the beginning is to be able to catch someone's slipstream. That's the first step. And it takes a while to reach anyone's slipstream. It's not that easy at all. I think I am closer than last time though. But I think that also the central difference is that everyone else is doing a lot better. So that's why I'm failing to catch the slipstream, but at the same time I'm getting closer to the leader. Seems that everyone is just driving better. The Bentley got left behind. Pretty sad for him. And the Nissan already took the lead. Okay, so I should be able to get this guy's slipstream. Shame that he got in the way though. That might not even be a bad thing. Keep pushing him forwards just so I have more slipstream. I'm not really sure if that's the best way. Now you have the Mercedes and the Nissan left. I need to reach the Mercedes slipstream as fast as possible. Unfortunately, we're already very short of laps, so they will be annoying each other a little bit though. I guess that will give me something. I also didn't do the corner very well, unfortunately. Only 1 second of difference, but... Well, actually there are 2 more laps, so... I don't think it should be that bad. Yeah, okay, I'm already on his slipstream. This guy's slipstream, I don't know. Not yet, didn't it? How did I go that open? I guess it's because of the slipstream. Okay. Only I could catch the other guy, but still behind this guy. Okay, no, now I should be on this guy's slipstream. Yeah, I am. Well, will all depend on this corner, I guess. Will go well or not. Uh-oh. And that was quite a corner exit, but I win. Nice. Damn, that was a good calculation. The 10 laps actually made the race exciting. Nice. Like, that would have been preferable than to pick like a slower car and win with it. Man, that was pretty cool. Well, that's it. I mean, I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure that should be all of the races done. Let me see. World circuits, all done. I mean, you can check on the top right. Like, if it says something other than 0, it means that I won. So yeah, original circuits all done. City circuits all done, though I'm still surprised that like there is one city circuit remaining, like the one on like that Italian looking very narrow track. Why is that one not in arcade mode? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe there is another one also missing, but that one is missing for no reason. And well, the rally ones are also all done. Well, it's all done. So hey, you know that time trial? I think that here it's more normal, but in Gran Turismo 3 time trial you actually had like medals, like if it was a license test. And if you get all gold medals in that game, you unlock a car for simulation mode, which is the panos, that thing that someone in chat told me that you get it for getting 100% in arcade mode. Well, no, it's for beating all time trials in gold. But yeah, that's for Gran Turismo 3, not for this game. Well, in that case, I'm done. I'm gonna change the lap count just so if at some point, no, not here, I feel like playing more arcade, at least I do it with the default options. But yeah, I probably won't. I think that with this, I'm done with the PS2 Gran Turismos, which I play them a lot, especially this one. As I say, I think I probably did like 30 streams in total of this game. So yeah, obviously the next thing for Gran Turismo will be moving on to the PS3 ones, which are Gran Turismo 5 and 6, but as I also said sometime before, I don't really plan on emulating PS3 until the summer is over, because that will be a suicide vote for my computer and for me because of the heat. So until the summer is over, there won't be any PS3, but I do plan on playing those games at that point, assuming they run well with my computer, and they should be able to. But yeah, I guess that won't be until like 3 months into the future or something. Anyways, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream, so have a good one and take care.